Hey folks, another quick video from Daddy Riley. Driving home. Thought I would get on here and do a live feed going home. And in the big city of Knoxville, we're not going back to the interstate. We're going to try to take the back roads and hope we can hold a signal. I don't usually take you all the back way, but since it's so early in the afternoon, as long as I can keep a signal, we'll do it. This is called Kingston Pike in the big city of Knoxville. Kingston Pike runs straight into Crossville, Tennessee. Actually, it goes Knoxville to Kingston, Kingston to Crossville, and right on through. But we will, in a few minutes, we will go into, we'll leave Knoxville, and then I believe we'll be in Farragut, and then Knox County. I said in the earlier video, Knox County's got two cities. Knoxville, of course, and Farragut. And Farragut's really not a city. Not really. They count on Knox County for everything. Technically, you got to have a police chief and at least one officer, and I think maybe a fire department. And they got the bare minimum. They got a chief and a deputy, or it's not a deputy, a police officer. And I really don't think they do anything but pull a check. Because Knox County answers all their calls. But Farragut is old money. It's a lot of farmers. Now it's, a lot of farmers, attorneys, and doctors. And many years ago, they decided they wanted to have their own town. So they did so. You got to have, I think, 200 residents, and then you can petition the county for your own city, and that's what they did. Well, we are in West Knoxville, is what they call West Knoxville. And people down here drive worse than anywhere else in the city. I think if you own a Mercedes or a Lexus, it does affect your driving and makes you think your shit don't stink. And these morons down here cannot drive. It's sad, but it's true. But then ain't nobody drive anymore anyway. Everybody's playing with their smartphone and everything else. As I say that, I'm going live off of my smartphone. But yeah, most of the money down here now is new money, not old money. There's still some areas where there's old money, and old money. I like people with old money because they don't think they're better than everybody else. And a lot of people down here now got new money. Like I say, they think their shit don't stink. It stinks just like everybody's, It's a shame that people make a few dollars more and they think they're special. The only thing that makes them special is their property tax is higher down here. I see houses and stuff getting built down here, and they look fancy, they do. And I've been in a few of them. You go in, you think, and you got to know a little bit about construction, and I do. You go in and you think, man, you got screwed, Many years ago, I worked for a company that put AC into houses and businesses. And me and my father used to own a painting business. So I know a little bit about interior. And I made a comment. I said, man, whoever owns this house got screwed. And this guy turned around. He said, why do you say that? And there's a big, long hallway. It was about 40 feet long. And I said, well, look down. I said, all you got to do is look down this hallway and look at the sheetrock, all the waves in it. I said, whoever did the sheetrock just threw it up. And come to find out, it's the owner of the house. Of course, I didn't know it, but, that's his mistake. I heard right after that they were hanging new sheetrock. But as we get out of the city, out of this main part, it'll start getting a little more color to it. There we go. Starting to open up a little bit. So I got to talk to a pretty lady earlier today. Got to speak to a young lady by the name of Bree. And Bree is a long-time subscriber, and I haven't talked to her in a long time. And she just tickles me to death. Hope I get to see more of her. She's got a YouTube channel. TG Space IF. And I'd go check out her content if I were y'all. At work, right, at home. Rich girl gets to go play in the barn. I wish I had a barn to go play in. I'm holding out for a rich girl to sweep me off my feet. Well, so I guess TGIF Bree, I guess when you'd say to somebody, hey, you want some tongue, they're not talking about tongue, you're talking about cow tongue. That's gross. I saw your cow tongue video. Oh, that's nasty. Mm-hmm. You don't tell them where that tongue's been and you're sticking it in your mouth. You're a nasty girl. I know. I've seen them do it. I mean, that's talent when you get your tongue in your nose hole. But I guess it's not too much of talent when your nose hole is as big as a quarter. I wish somebody would drive me home. I'm tired already. I always talk about being an orphan, but I've got two sisters and a brother now. We don't speak, but I've got them. And my brother lives in another state. And he used to talk about how he would drive to Knoxville. And by the time he'd get to Knoxville, he'd be pissed. And I understand that now. Because when I drive down here, by the time I get here, I'm pissed. And then, like now, I could be on the interstate putting a hammer down. I could, but like I said, I thought I'd take y'all out the back way. But I just want to pull over and go to sleep. And I mean, I'm about 100. By the time I get home, it's like 120 miles or something like that, one way. Not horrible. But it does piss me off. Let's turn right here at Crowfield. It goes up to the LDS church. And they have a store there, and you can buy food in bulk at cost. They truly do not charge profit, and you can can it there. The LDS is the ultimate prepper. They got it going on. Probably the most heavily armed religious group in the U.S. And they take care of one another. I do believe we're on the outskirts of Farragut. We are. Bree, if you'll eat the tongue out of a cow, that means you'd eat the butthole too. So the sign up here says Alcoa and Maryville. And if you're from here, we do not call it Maryville. Nobody knows what Maryville is. We pronounce it Murville, M-U-R-V-I-L-L-E, but it is spelled M-A-R-Y. I had somebody stop me one time and ask me where Maryville was. And I said, I've never heard of it. Oh, don't eat the butthole? I figured you would if you'd eat the tongue. One side's just as bad as the other. But they wanted to know where Maryville was. I said, I've never heard of that. I asked them what it was next to, and they told me Alcoa. I told them we do not pronounce it Maryville. When I was Googling, sorry. No, thank you. Well, I don't know. You country people eat some weird shit. I might live in the country, but I ain't country. Even when I try to act country, the country people know I'm faking it. People on here don't know most of the time. They know up there I'm faking. But when I'm in Crossville, I hear yeah, I'm sure it was good content. You ghost your youngin' out, I can tell that already. But people in Crossville will complain about how traffic's bad. I was literally behind a guy going down Main Street, and then we just happened to go to the same place. I don't remember where, but he was complaining about traffic. There might have been 24 cars on the road altogether. And he was talking about how horrible traffic was. And I said, Lord have mercy. I said, I'm from Knoxville. And to listen to people talk in Crossville about Knoxville, it's like Knoxville to Atlanta. Atlanta is horrendous. And there's people up there that's never even been off their exit on the interstate. They stay in their little area. It blows my mind. I mean, granted, I don't like going to Atlanta either, so, or Nashville. I hate Nashville, but if I got to go to Nashville for something, I'll find somebody else to drive. I'm not trying to go to jail. Because I will lose my mind on somebody. We should be doing at least 50, and the chick in front of me cannot drive to save her life. There we go. Now we're moving. She's already on her brakes, so. Hey, look at the dinosaurs on the rock. That mini golf course has been there as long as I've been alive. Or close to it. Thank you. You're now in the big city of Farragut. Watch this moron. It scares me to drive down there. Yep, run that one. Oh yeah. Way to go, you dumb, you know what it. Lexus. If you drive a Lexus or a Mercedes, you lose your mind. Well, I bet had some good footage. Yeah, well. So anyway, this evening, Terrence from Carson Combs podcast will give me a call, and he's going to record the interview with me, and then I'm thinking this weekend he's going to post it on Spotify, and as soon as I get a link, I will post it up on my channel. And if you want to go listen to it, by all means, and if you don't, it's all good. But I am his first interview. I told him he could ask me anything he wants. And pretty much, now Bree there can tell you, I'd say Bree probably knows more about me. Well, if you've been around on the channel long enough, all the old followers, friends, subs, or what do you want to call them, know quite a bit about my life, because I don't really have a problem with sharing, because nobody's ever really asked me to take too terribly personally. But whatever he wants to ask me, I will answer it. We talked briefly about the things he wanted to talk about, but we didn't go into any depth. To be honest, I don't really remember now what he wants to talk about, but I told him he could ask anything he wanted. I mean, we're not going to talk about anything that's going to get us in trouble. But, I was behind a Ranger yesterday, and they had painted out the R, and the back of the truck just said anger, which I thought was kind of cute. But I have been cleared to go back to work, but the proper paperwork was not filled out. So I'm waiting on one piece of paper. One. Which will probably take a week to get. Because my primary doctor was stepping on a plane today to go to Chicago, and I'll have to wait for him to get back and him to mail it to me. And when you send me mail, it doesn't go to our post office direct, it goes to Nashville. And then Nashville ships it to us, which is kind of stupid, but that's the way they do it. I used to think Knox County was big. I live inside of Cumberland County. Cumberland County is huge. I don't know how much bigger it is than Knoxville, but it's quite larger. Longer anyway. Hope y'all can see the fall colors. if you all will behave, I would appreciate it. I'll be right back. No, Bree, make sure nobody acts up on God. Okay, Bree, did everybody behave while I was gone? I'm gonna tell you what, getting sick, going to the hospital, getting pumped full of meds. Did you act up while I was gone, Bree? Yeah. Having all these meds and stuff put in me is not doing me any favors. I know that. I'm kind of puny. I'm not a badass like you, Bree. I was wanting to talk to somebody briefly, but I'm sure they'll call me when they found out I come by their work. Let's see. You get to eat breakfast when I get home. Right. Well, yeah, but it's still morning there, isn't it? What time is it at your house? Because it's 2:30. Well, it's 3:30 Eastern, 2:30 Central. So it's what, about 10 o'clock your time? Mm-hmm. 11:30. Well, you're just 3 hours behind me. 4 hours behind Eastern. I'm still jealous, except you lived on the wrong side of the country. And you live too close to Yellowstone. That place burps. You'll be gone. From a prepper standpoint, I live in the safest place in the state of Tennessee for a prepper. We're high enough that if Oak Ridge detonates, we don't get into the fallout. And Oak Ridge is fairly close. Back when, the U.S. and Russia, were arch enemies during the Cold War. Let's see. Oak Ridge was on the nuclear hit list. It was number 5. And then Knoxville was number 6 to be hit. And the only reason Knoxville would be hit is all the interstates go through Knoxville. So they would nuke Knoxville to screw up the interstate system. But I am far enough and high enough up away from Oak Ridge, the fallout will go towards Knoxville. My goodness, I gotta pull over to read that. Let's see. Mount Rainier, could blow there. So you live near Wrangler Star. You live near Wrangler Star. Because I'm pretty sure that's not right near his house. Let's see what. Earthquakes, tsunamis. I could have a heart attack, car accident. Life is precious. Gotta live. Let it go. Yeah, sure. I go along with that to a point. But I think it's easier for girls. Everything on this planet is easier for girls. You don't have to work as hard. All you gotta be is pretty, and you can marry money. You can sell your feet pictures. I mean, what's the hardest thing you have to do? Have babies. And that's nothing. I mean, so y'all got girls who got it made. I would give birth to twins if I knew I'd never have another kidney stone. No, it's not. Just drop trowel and go where you go. Now, I don't know if all girls carry toilet paper in the woods, but you can drip drop. Use your sleeve. Being in the woods is hard. It is not. And it might be if you're one-legged, and then it'd probably be hard. But you'd have to have really good balance. Just saying. There you go, use your sleeve. Oh, there's no doubt. Being a chick is better than being a guy. But I'll tell you what, I believe the feminists are getting ready to eat a big one. Because I believe your president, not mine, your president, has done said, if we're drafting the girls too. And now they're like backpedaling. Oh, no. So, oh, yeah, now we're equal. You get to get shot just like I do. Highway 70, that's Kingston Pike. Highway 70 goes straight into Crossville. Actually, that's Main Street in Crossville. That's why I couldn't remember the highway number. I can't believe that. So, the longer I'm up here in Crossville, you know, in my mind, when I came up here, it was like Mayberry. Little town, it was quaint, it was cute. Don't get me wrong, Knoxville's got plenty of crime, it does. But the crime up here sticks out like a sore thumb because there's only 63,000 people in the whole county. People say that's a lot. No, it's not. I mean, shit, probably the town I grew up in was more, probably 100,000 versus this whole county. And one of the local law enforcement people had told me, said, you're not going to believe this, but one of the biggest, probably the way they're doing it, it's illegal, but one of the biggest things going on up here is they shoot pornographic movies up here. Well, I know it's illegal the way they're doing it because they would pay cash or heroin. And a lot of these girls up here got heroin addiction, so they pay them with heroin. And what blows my mind, since we are in Mayberry, and I realize everybody's got a smartphone, and everybody's got a camera, and they can upload it to the internet. I understand all that. But you think law enforcement would take these boys out somewhere on a back road and just beat the tar out of them? Don't arrest them, just take them somewhere and just beat on them until they stop doing ignorant shit. But they don't. And I'm very disappointed in them. I really am. Because, you know, in a little town like this, there's plenty of back roads. And they could do a whole lot more better whooping the tar out of somebody than locking them up. record, but I'd much rather be put in jail than have 2 or 3 big sheriff's deputies beat the dog out of me. Well, who are they going to go tell? Nobody. You know. But they don't do that up here. But I did read local. I forget which town land is handing out leaflets. And I'll tell you right now what's going to make the Klan get bigger. There's all this stuff going on in Israel. But now, you're getting ready to watch up. And I'm not going to give my 2 cents on it. But you're going to watch people divide up real quick. Because, well, I guess I'm getting ready to give my 2 cents. Because what Israel's doing, they're killing the shit out of innocent people. And they're bombing cities and killing kids. And they don't care either. But when you're a superpower, and they're not necessarily a superpower, but they are compared to the Palestinian side, and they're blowing the shit out of it. You're getting ready to watch the world divide up fairly quickly. With every building they blow up, they're pissing off the Arab nations. And people say what they want, and everybody's got their own opinion. And I said this before, there are more Muslims in this world than there are Christians. And if they get their jihad, their holy war, we're in a world of shit. Because you can't nuke everybody. And I don't know how many Muslims are in the United States, but it'll be a bunch. You're getting ready to watch blood flow. Because see, like the U.S., we go to war with somebody. We can blow shit out of their country too. What do? We go door to door looking for the bad guys we want. And when you start blowing up whole neighborhoods, you cut the electricity and the water off to the kids and the old people. See, to me, that's no different. I mean, it's different, but it's no different than what the Nazis did to the Jews and what the Jews are doing to the Palestinians. Not all Palestinians are bad, but they're punishing them all. And everybody says, well, they should have turned them in. Well, now we all know. You can look at neighborhoods in America. If you tell on the bad guys, they come back and kill you after the police are gone. You tell on somebody, they're going to come back and kill your whole family. So those people, they're just screwed. And you can't tell me they don't have the technology. Yeah. They're just doing it the easy way. And they're just blowing the shit out of everybody. But the problem is, when you do that, so the people that didn't want war before, they want it now. I talked to a friend of mine today. He's got some family over there. He's done lost his cousin, the cousin's wife, the 2 kids, and the unborn baby. Now, that family might not have wanted war before, but now they're going to make everybody want to do bad things to Israel. And since we don't have a president that's worth the shit, he's letting it just happen. Israel is getting ready to bite off one neck chew, and then we'll have to go and fight their battle. And I can tell you right now, I'm glad I'm not drafting age because I wouldn't go. They just have to lock me up. And if I had kids, I wouldn't let them go either. I've said for years, we need to quit sticking our nose in everybody's business. It's ready to happen. Then you can't nuke the world. You just can't. I mean, we could. See, it really comes down to who's got the biggest dick. Excuse my French. Because you got all those guys over there showing off. And we're not going to back down. Why should we? We got the baddest military in the world. The most technology. I can't say. We got the most technology. We're the most advanced. We've been in war for 20 years. We're good at it. China's got more people. There's no doubt. But China puts soldiers on the ground on the Palestinian side. Oh dear God. That's a war. Oh God. That'd be horrible. I don't know if they can get that many men over there and get boots on the ground. But I can tell you right now, if I had kids, nope. I'd send them somewhere. I would not let them get involved in that. You know. You know. And like I say, you got the people that didn't want any of this. But the way they're blowing them all up, killing them, yeah, that whole group of people are going to want blood. And you can't blame them. And we will have a world war of sorts. I mean, I don't think it'll be an all-out boots on the ground, because that land ain't big enough for all of us to fight on. Then you're going to have people that are living here going to start blowing the shit out of us. And I don't want any part of it, but if it comes down to that, then I'll defend myself. But it's a lose-lose-lose situation. And yeah, it sucks. And they will have to draft. We'll have to go to about a 5 million man army. That means they'll have to draft at least 3-4 million. And if they get up to my age, we're all dying anyway. But you got to look at all the little pansies that mom and daddy have raised so far. They're not going to fare well. And I say that, I don't mean to be mean, but it's the truth. People who've raised kids today have done them a true disservice. Girls think they're boys, and boys think they're chicks. And do you think somebody's going to try to figure out which is which? Because whoever shows up to that dance is going to be shot. And I believe, I don't care what nationality you come from, I don't care what religion you are, but if you live in the United States and you, let's say Muslim, they start blowing shit up here, bless their hearts, because it won't take long to get rid of it. And that's the sad part. There'll still be Muslims here that won't want no part of it, but they'll definitely pay the price for it. And they won't be locking them in concentration camps. Folks will start shooting them because people will be scared to death. And anybody with black hair and a tan will be getting shot. And that just about covers everybody else. Oops. So that's just my opinion. It's worth about 2 cents. If it gets bad, I'm moving in with Bree. I hope she don't like eating rabbit tongue. So it's a pretty day, 76 degrees. I want to get laundry done today. I don't think that's going to happen. Now, yard sale, 308 subscriber. I'm in his neck of the woods right now. And I'm still a piece from his house, but this is the county he lives in. There's a dumbass crossing the double yellow. They need a big fat ticket for that. Well, boys and girls, I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed the scenery. For all you be watching this later, hope you enjoy it. Bree, I hope you have a lovely day. I'm going to be home in a little bit, and I'm going to start binge watching your channel and catch up today, see what you got besides old nasty cow tunes. And I'll share your channel with a few of my buddies, tell them to go watch your cow tongue video. But I'm going to jump off from here. All right, folks, more videos coming soon. God willing and the creek don't rise. That is my 2 cents. Please remember your glass is always half full and never half empty. And I will keep praying for you, and you keep praying for me. I love y'all. Have a great day. All righty, Bree.